Now, what if I told you some amazing news for TNA? What if I told you TNA was getting ridiculously high praise from a very, very well-known Canadian wrestler? What if I told you they were getting very, very high praise from a certain high-profile Canadian wrestler who's a multi-time former WWE World Champion?
Okay.
What if I told you they were getting super, super high praise from a very, very high-profile Canadian wrestler who's a multiple-time WWE World Champion and was the first ever AEW World Champion?
Oh. Wow. So I was funny enough. I was going to be like, we're not going to get to the story. So I'm going to play what my co-host does. And when you go to start the next topic, I'm going to go, au contraire. You cannot move on. You did not tell me the Jericho story. And then here we are.
Yes, I can.
With a surprise.
Okay, but here's the language of this.
Wow. That was him that I purposely avoided that news at all costs so I could go ahead and see what you had to say.
He's praising TNA, which is fine. Jericho knows what's going on. He runs his own little dirt sheet on the side. That's mostly propaganda, but whatever. Don't worry about it. But see if you can pick out the key phrasing here.
Absolutely. But before you even say that, my immediate thought to this is people are like, oh, it's just TNA. The thing is, he's complimenting WWE vicariously through TNA. And the reason he's doing that is because if he tweets at WWE, he's still under AEW contract till the year is over. So this way he's covered because WWE doesn't own TNA. They have a working relationship. But him complimenting them compliments NXT and WWE by proxy.
Well, I mean, WWE owns AAA now, and there's people in AEW that are former AAA champions like Tay Mello and Sammy Guevara.
Yes.
But I want you to, because I read this and I smiled and then I smiled big. And I want you to tell me when you think I smiled big. Here's the quote. Pulling this from No DQ, and he spoke with Team 3D and the Hardys. And at one point, Jericho stated the following while talking about TNA Bound for Glory 2025. The crowd looked huge. It just looked huge. It was a WWE level crowd. The place was packed. No. I'm not even there yet.
I know, but
the place was packed. I'm watching this, and I don't want to say anything out of school, but comparing it to watching AEW at the ECW arena, which looked like a Tony Condello taping. I'm sorry, it did, but TNA looked like the second biggest company in the world, and that's amazing. The presentation was amazing. I mean, it looked like a WrestleMania. It really did.
Wow.
Yeah, Jericho's done in AEW.
Yeah. Wow. So
when I got to the
IWA
second biggest company.
Is in like the Tony Condello? He's the one that was.
It says in brackets, promoter of the International Wrestling Alliance in Manitoba, Canada. When they did it in the ECW arena, which looked like a Tony Condello taping, I'm sorry, but it did. TNA looked like the second biggest company in the world. I just want to let that simmer and sit with everybody.
Yeah,
just let it simmer and sit with everybody for a second, because I knew I was going to be podcasting today, and I knew we had Gold Rush to talk about, which we do have to talk about still. But it's
ESPN and Sports Illustrated are talking about this right now. Chris Jericho makes daring claim about wrestling's second biggest company. And the way that he puts over, because that was a big thing for them with the attendance, almost 8,000. It was a North American attendance record for TNA. That's amazing. And I'm so happy for them.
The specific tapings that he's talking about at the ECW arena, which is a small venue, let's be real for a second, but they had a residency there, which meant they were very consistently happy with less than 100 people, with less than 1,000 people.
Yeah. And they didn't.
I don't want to say 100 people. People are going to be, Spaz is spreading propaganda. I'm like, okay, I misspoke. Sue me. It's fine.
Be careful about that.
Come in, Sydney Sweeney me. I'm ready.
Wow, what a line! Anyway. It was like a WWE level.
I want to read the whole. I want to read the whole thing again. The crowd looked huge. It looked huge. It was a WWE level crowd. The place was packed. I was watching this, I don't want to say anything out of school, but comparing watching Dynamite in the ECW arena, which looked like a Tony Condello taping. I'm sorry, but it did. TNA looked like the second biggest company in the world, and that was amazing. The presentation was amazing. I mean, it looked like a WrestleMania. It really did.
Wow. I mean, him offering praise, and he praised WWE still indirectly in that, but by not just by proxy, but by also it looks like a WWE level, like making him the bar to be set by.
I need to quote somebody else here for a second, right? I need to pull a Becky Lynch here for a second. It's not just me saying it. Jake's saying it. ESPN is saying it. Chris Jericho is saying it.
Everybody is. He says right here, talking to Tony Khan, he said he's been busy doing a lot of things. Speaking of somebody really busy with projects, including filming and music, and somebody we have a ton of respect for. Chris Jericho is somebody we'd love to see anytime in AEW. That's what Tony Khan said, right? But Jericho says that's not the truth. I've been available, they've not used me. So this is going to be a fun back and forth discourse.
This is Chris Jericho's equivalent of when Ray Phoenix put the picture of him in the straitjacket on Twitter.
Yes.
This is fucking awesome.